All right, let's get right into it. What we're looking at today isn't some abstract theory. Nope, we are breaking down a meticulously engineered system for survival, a blueprint built for the highest stakes environments you can possibly imagine. It's all about having a real structure, not just noise. And that's really the heart of it, right there. Before you even think about success or power or any of it, you have to build a foundation of safety. This whole system, every single piece, is built on that one simple, non-negotiable idea. So forget about the Rolexes or the supercars. In the world we're about to explore, the most valuable thing you can possibly own isn't something you buy at all. It's a protocol. It's a system that you build designed to be your last line of defense when everything, and I mean everything, goes sideways. Okay, so here's the game plan. We're going to start with the problem, the why. Then we'll deconstruct this survival fortress piece by piece, from the proactive shields and worst-case scenario drills all the way to the human network, which is the ultimate lifeline. Look, any competitive field is a high-stakes game, and the moment you become visible, you become a target. But the real danger isn't the threat you see coming from a mile away. It's being totally unprepared for the one you never saw at all. And this isn't just a hypothetical story. Just imagine it for a second. A crisis hits and you're completely frozen. There is no plan. There is no one to call who knows what to do. The source material paints this exact picture. A setup, a sudden arrest, and a total collapse because there was no system in the first place. And that's the kicker, isn't it? That's the part that changes the entire game. Success, money, your reputation, all of it is incredibly fragile. It can all disappear in a flash without a rehearsed, well-oiled protocol to protect it. So, how do you even begin to build that kind of protection? Well, this system wasn't dreamed up in some think tank. It was literally forged in the fire of real-world crises, turning near disasters into a street-smart fortress for survival. Here it is, the official definition from the source, and honestly, it's perfect. Field tested. That means it actually works when the pressure is on. Street smart. That means it knows how a hostile world thinks and moves. This isn't academic, it's tactical. Now, what I find so interesting here is how these objectives are layered. It all starts with avoidance, right? Because the best fight is the one you never have. But then it prepares you to survive if that fails, protect your assets during the storm, and ultimately build a whole lifestyle where a crisis doesn't completely destroy you. Okay, let's get into the first layer of this fortress, the proactive defense. This is all about stopping threats before they even get to your front door, and it uses two main tools, a filter for people and a shield made of paperwork. Not every threat is obvious. In fact, according to this system, the most dangerous ones are the silent destroyers. They're the ones who smile, who shower you with compliments, who invest, all while they're quietly dismantling you from the inside out. This filter is designed to spot them a mile away. And here's exactly what to look for. These aren't just vague, bad vibes. They are specific, observable behaviors. Do they just rush past any talk about rules? Do they only praise your appearance but ignore your mind? Do they make you feel like you're the only person in the world, but cutting you off from everyone else? Each one is a little red flag, a data point you can't ignore. Next up, the shield. And this isn't about being hostile or difficult. It's about being a professional. Paper armor reframes legal documents not as a sign of distrust, but as a protective barrier for everyone. It just makes the rules and expectations crystal clear before anything starts. And the real power of this armor is in the details. That payment-first protocol makes sure your value is respected. A mutual exit clause means nobody feels trapped. And private dispute resolution, well, that keeps any little disagreements from becoming a public spectacle. It's literally tactical legal defense. And here it is, the exact script to deliver it. The tone here is absolutely everything. It's not a fight. It's casual, it's confident, and you frame it around mutual safety. The source material actually suggests practicing this line until it just rolls off the tongue. But what if prevention isn't enough? What if the worst actually happens? Well, that's where we shift gears from proactive defense to reactive survival. Welcome to the Ultimate Survival Masterclass. This is not about hoping for the best. This is about drilling for the absolute worst. And look how specific this toolkit is. A checklist to spot a sting operation, a tracker for tiny tells that give away an undercover, an interrogation freezer grid designed to stop you from talking under pressure. It's a system to control pure chaos. And this might just be the most important script in the entire playbook. Just those 2 sentences. No arguing, no explaining, nothing. The source is crystal clear on this. In this situation, silence isn't weakness, silence is control. Now we come to the final, and maybe the most critical layer of all. You can have all the checklists and all the scripts in the world, but in a real crisis, you need people. You need a pre-vetted, drilled, and totally loyal network. This is the prime law of the entire network. Why? Because a crisis is the absolute worst time to start figuring out who you can trust. That work has to be done when things are calm. So when that alarm finally sounds, your team is already suited up and ready to go. And they don't just hope it works. They rehearse it, they drill it. This code red ceremony is a real-life fire drill. A single prearranged signal is sent, and a chain reaction kicks off. The whole thing is meant to be like clockwork, with every single person knowing their exact job. And get this, here's the pass-fail metric. The entire sequence, from the moment the signal is sent to the moment you are confirmed safe, has to happen in under 20 minutes. That's not a suggestion, it's the standard. There is zero room for error. Okay, so let's pull all of these different threads together and really look at the core philosophy that powers this whole survival blueprint. What's it all about? This slide really says it all. The common wisdom, what we're calling the anti-law, is to just stay quiet, keep your head down, and hope trouble doesn't find you. But this system, it argues the complete opposite. The people who get hurt the worst aren't the loudest ones. They're the least prepared. Real safety doesn't come from silence. It comes from having a better strategy. And that really leaves us with this final question to think about. We all rely on our gut feelings, on our intuition. But in any world where the stakes are truly high, whether that's in business or art or just life itself, at what point is your gut feeling just not enough? At what point do you absolutely need a protocol?